Amazing. Welcome to Miami. Hi, I'm Jen, and for this episode of Next Destination, I am taking you to Miami, but not just the beaches that it's famous for. We are going to be hitting up an incredible art district called Wynwood. We're going to eat some great food in Little Havana, and we're even going to go to Miami's countryside and South Dade. These are just a few reasons why you're going to want to make Miami your next destination.
When you think of Miami, you probably automatically think about those famous beaches. And yes, Miami's beaches are truly amazing. But let's not just go to the beach. Let's go beyond and find a new Miami, one that is focused on arts, culture, food, and adventure. Yep, you can get all of that plus the beach in Miami. And that's why Miami is our next destination. Miami is actually quite far away from the beach. The Wynwood Arts District is home to some of the world's best street art, and it's become a hub and a community for well-known and emerging artists. And it's the perfect spot to see Miami's creativity from a brand new angle. It's impossible to see all of Wynwood's incredible street art, but one of the best ways to dip a brush into the scene is with graffiti artist Pedro Amos. He knows the stories behind some of the most recognizable and some of the most hidden pieces in the neighborhood.
So you know the neighborhood used to be a textile and garment manufacturing district back in the 60s, 70s, but now, as you can tell, it's not that anymore. The main places to visit now, as you probably notice, is Little Havana, Wynwood, and then Miami Beach. Or it used to be the other way around. It used to be Miami Beach above and beyond everything. And now it's not. Now it's absolutely, Wynwood. I mean, I think we have something like 2.5 million or something unique visitors to the neighborhood every year. Yeah, which is a ton of people, yeah.
Wynwood Walls is where the graffiti art scene all began for Miami, and it's home to some of the most iconic and original pieces of work in the community.
My name is David Hara. I manage the galleries here inside the Wynwood Walls. We have a couple galleries on the property. But the Wynwood Walls is this really unique place that we have here in Miami. There was a gentleman by the name of Tony Goldman who kind of envisioned this a long time ago and then opened up the Wynwood Walls, privately funded in 2009. So he started inviting street artists that were friends of his and things like that, really iconic names. Fertura, Shepard Fairey, Kenny Scharf, big names in the street art world, just inviting them and giving them blank canvases to paint on. And in that time, the Wynwood Walls itself has expanded and it's grown in that time.
Wynwood's graffiti runs so deep that they are now home to the world's only graffiti museum. It's a great place to get the history of graffiti from its days of being considered illegal to its current rise and popularization.
So the museum's current exhibition is The Wide World of Graffiti. So it really highlights on how graffiti started and still is highly criminalized, but the exhibition then takes you to how it became more mainstream.
South Dade County is just an hour outside of Miami's downtown core, and it's the place where you can visit wineries, alligators, the Everglades, and even hang with some very friendly monkeys.
Don't worry, I'm not driving this boat yet, maybe on the way back. But did you know that Miami is home to 2 national parks? It's the only city in the US that has that. And right now, I'm in the Everglades.
An airboat ride through the Everglades is probably one of the most thrilling things you can do in Florida, especially in Miami, and chances are you're going to see a few alligators along the way.
Okay, so I am in Miami's countryside, and one must visit you have to come to this fruit stand. It's called Robert is Here. They have amazing smoothies, so much great fruit, and some animals. Let's go see.
Robert is Here is a South Dade institution. It's a fruit and veggie stand packed to the gills with tropical, locally grown fruit and some of the best smoothies you're going to find in the state. And chances are you will, in fact, see Robert, whether that's the founder, Robert, or his son, also named Robert.
Are they very heavy too?
They vary in size. This one's just about 50.
It's like a baby.
What's cool about the jackfruit, they grow 100% through the seed. So every seed you plant will be another jackfruit.
Really?
Here we are at Schnebley's Winery, where I'm about to try some tropical fruit wine with owner Peter Schnebley.
So here's our Avovino. It smells like a Pinot Grigio, a Sauvignon Blanc, something nice, dry, crisp, right?
You're sure this is avocado?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming and seeing us.
Thank you. It's delicious. It does not
Right.
taste like avocado,
Right?
but it's delicious.
A visit to Monkey Jungle is an absolute must if you want to feel pure joy and happiness. You can visit the monkeys, learn about the important research they do at the sanctuary, and you can even get the chance to feed some squirrel monkeys. I think this may be one of the highlights of my career.
Okay.
You're going to want to hold the tray like that, and they're going to start coming from behind and in front.
Really? Oh my god! Oh my god! This is so funny!
Many say Little Havana is the heartbeat of Miami, and I'm about to find out why. You feel so transported to a different time and place when you poke into cigar shops, you watch dominoes being played at Domino Park, you dance at Ball and Chain, and you get to eat some of the best ice cream you can find.
But Abuela Maria is probably the most famous flavor you will have. If you travel throughout the world and you meet someone from Miami, and azúcar ice cream is going to come up, they're going to say Abuela Maria.
That's the best thing.
Isn't it amazing? Okay, so keep your eyes open for empanadas. We are the city of empanadas. How good is that? Wow. So this is Domino Park, and it just makes me so happy when I see, even though it's 100 degrees out, that still we have the locals here playing dominoes. Very famous ball and chain. I told you we don't mess around on this tour, Miami Culinary Tours. Mojito and Cuban sandwich. And for my non-pork eater, we have congri fritter, which is unbelievable.
Miami has firmly placed itself on the food map in the U.S. With Michelin-approved and Bib Gourmand restaurants, you're going to need to go to Miami hungry because the food options here are endless.
So here we have our shakshuka, which is 2 pasture-raised eggs braised in a Moroccan tomato sauce base that we cook in the fire oven. Here we have our crunchy kale with romaine salad, some pistachio, Bulgarian feta cheese. Can't miss our Jerusalem-style bagel. Goes great with the shakshuka. And one of our seasonal salads, a watermelon with Bulgarian feta, grilled hearts of palm, cucumber, arugula, tons of herbs, and some chili.
Okay, you can't go to Miami and not go to the beach. The city's most iconic feature has been bringing people to stroll in the sand, swim in the Atlantic, and soak up the much-needed sun and warmth for decades. Miami is clearly so much more than just the sun, sand, and beaches. It's really a place where you can find your own Miami and dive deep into communities, adventure, the arts, food, and even luxury. It's a city that can be whatever you want it to be, and that's why Miami is a great next destination.